All right, I'm Nick. Today we're going to take a few minutes and we are going to compare the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0 to the Shield Plus 30 Super Carry. Okay, now we shot this yesterday. That was my first time I ever shot a 30 Super Carry round. I don't really know much about it. Okay, so whatever information you guys have or your thoughts on the comparison, just put them down below. Okay, for the most part, I'm just going to compare the size, how much they weigh, and then we're going to run the 380 rounds into the target on the left, and we're going to run the super carry rounds into the target on the right, just to see how we do. And we'll shoot a small group first, and then we'll just run the last 5 into the target and just see how it groups, which is all subjective because maybe I have a good day, maybe I have a bad day. You never know, okay? Well, here's a 30 super carry Shield Plus platform, which I told you guys I'm a huge fan of. And here is the size of the Bodyguard 2.0. Now, the Bodyguard 2.0 is available with or without a safety. So is the Shield Super Carry. You can get that with or without a safety as well. In this configuration, the Bodyguard with the extended magazine is 12 plus 1. So you get 12 rounds of 380 in that package. And then in this configuration of the Shield Plus 30 Super Carry, you get 16 plus 1. Okay, so 17 rounds. Now, there are some aftermarket solutions for the Shield series where you could put like a Mag Guts kit in there and get a few more, but we're not going to talk about that, okay? That's I'm not a big fan of altering guns from the factory. I like to keep them the way they were designed to run, okay? I don't want any issues going forward. One is optics cut. One will never be optics cut. It's just too small. This is what it is. No big deal. And that's really it. I would say the triggers are pretty comparable. It's a defensive pistol. One thing I would say about the sights is the groove on the Bodyguard here on the left is much wider, so it's definitely not nearly as accurate because you just can't get the best sight picture. And the Shield Plus is much smaller channel, which gives you a better sight picture, so you should be able to be more accurate with it, okay? The magazine releases are both reversible on each gun, so you could switch it for the left or right-hand side depending on how you wanted it. And then there is only one slide stop, slide release on the gun, okay? I think they're both fantastic pistols, okay? I made a lot of pistols about this, a lot of videos about this pistol, and I said that I thought it was the pistol that surprised me most in 2024, so I really do like it, okay? We're going to keep the video relatively short because we want to shoot it and see what happens. We'll talk more about this and this while we shoot it, okay? The guns aren't currently loaded. We have 10 in each magazine. We are at about 8 yards. We will run the first, let's go 3 shots into the head box slowly for accuracy. And then we'll just run the rest, double tap or so on to the center mass. See how we do. Off we go. That's terrible. Okay, now what I should have mentioned, if we walk up here so you guys can see it better, I was aiming at the A. Now, just to be very clear, with the range ammo, this gun is very accurate. This is critical defense, Hornady critical defense ammo. I wanted to come out and shoot it, and well, it's we'll say 4 inches low from where I was aiming. Now the group is pretty good, but you should always check the gun you plan to carry with the ammo. Maybe the Bodyguard 2.0 or maybe just this version of the gun does not like the critical defense, okay? It is what it is. We will run the rest of the rounds, which is 7, into the center of the target from real close to the same distance. We're just going to double tap the first one. We'll do it again. And now we're just going to run the last 3 into the center of the target. All right, so let's just walk up there just in case you guys can't see it. Remember, every gun will shoot an ammo a bit differently, okay? So accuracy-wise, you should test a variety of ammo through it. For a gun this small, I don't see this as being a terrible thing, okay? I know it's not what you want in an ideal world. However, it's a defensive pistol. It's a pocket pistol. The idea is you pull it out, you present it and you defend yourself. Nice thing about it, that's the little holster it can go into. I could tighten that retention down, but I like it the way it is. And here's your size comparison. I did not bring the holster out because I'm a failure, but that's the same size. The 380 Bodyguard 2.0, you get less rounds, 12 plus 1, but that's the same size package, even while it's holstered. So it makes it a fantastic pocket pistol, okay? Now we're gonna come back, we're gonna scoot over a little bit. That way we can not step in that ant pile. We'll do the same thing, okay? Now this is the same ammo we shot yesterday, which we never checked the accuracy on. I don't believe, maybe we did. It is CCI Blazer Brass 115 grain 30 super carry, okay? It's a mouthful. We'll do the same thing though, 3 shots to the head box, and then we will run the rest of them center mass. Oh, that was me. Maybe not. We're gonna do another one. I know I went a little fast. Okay, I went a little fast. The first shot was pretty good, and then I kind of just sent them. I don't know why. I should have been a little more thorough. But you are human. You're going to make mistakes. I'm just an average dude. I'm not always the best shooter in the world, or ever the best shooter in the world. Is what it is. We're going to double tap center mass and just see how we do. Man, that second shot is high. That's terrible. Do it again. All right, that second shot touched the first one. It's still pretty terrible in my mind. Now, yesterday when I shot it, I thought some of the first rounds had flyers. Now, I point that on me, not the ammo, but we're gonna really quickly just reload, so just stay right there. All right, I tossed a few more rounds in here. I was rambling off camera, but we fast forwarded through that. With 9mm, it's a very common cartridge. We know what to expect, right? We know you can have a high quality of accuracy even out of a small pistol. I'm not real familiar with 30 super carry, so I feel like from yesterday and today, very limited exposure, that sometimes the bullets just went where they wanted to go. So let's see what happens here. We're gonna go back to the head box. See, those are the same trigger pull. One is into A and the other ones are low, okay? So I know it looks like it could be low right because my finger, but you can slow the video down. That trigger pull is perfect, everything is right, and it is even lower than the first ones. I'm not saying that the ammo is inaccurate or the gun is marginally inaccurate. And it's a very small pistol, and we did shoot the steel targets from 35 and 40 yards at 8-inch target yesterday. But I felt like we had a few of those rounds that just were way off low. It could be the ammo, could just be me. It's interesting. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on it. I'd love to know what you guys think as far as carry. You know, what is acceptable accuracy to you? You're carrying a small pistol, and what do you expect out of it? Is 380 a better option? Is 30 super carry a better option? Is it nicer to have more rounds or just a smaller package, all right? Interesting thoughts. I like reading your guys' comments. I look forward to reading them. We probably won't make another video till Monday. I have a really busy weekend ahead of me, so look forward to reading your comments. Thanks for watching.